Slava Isusu Christu. Glory be to Jesus Christ. Last Thursday we celebrated the Ascension. We are now approaching the conclusion of the Paschal season, which ends next Sunday, the 8th Sunday of Pascha, otherwise known as Holy and Glorious Pentecost. The Gospel reading today, once again from John, is a prayer that Jesus prays in farewell to his disciples. This is what we too are left with. Jesus has returned to the Father. We are left to the life of prayer. This is most appropriate. The form of prayer does not exclude further instruction from Jesus before he departs. Jesus turns almost priest-like to address his Father. The prayer he addresses includes a number of elements. There is the now familiar element of the mutual glorification of the Father and the Son. There is also prayer for the people the Father gave him from the world. Keep them in your name, he prays. And that is where today's reading concludes. There is more of the prayer, of course, in the text of this Gospel. We must be aware that this reading is simultaneously a prayer, a profession of faith, and a revelation. The prayer moves in stages. Jesus prays for himself. Then he prays for the foundational disciples. Central to the prayer is the desire to make God known. That has been central to Jesus' ministry, and it is central to the mission which he now leaves for his disciples to complete. That is why he leaves his ongoing love as a gift to his ever so fragile disciples. These are the ones presented to the Father as the worthy successors of Jesus, fragile though they may be. Jesus asks his Father, with whom he has always been united, to be Father to them also, and to care for them, and keep them safe in this hostile world, just as Jesus did while he was with them. They are not of the world, just as Jesus is not of the world. It is then that Jesus asks his Holy Father to make the disciples also holy, so that they may perform the same mission of sanctification as he did. Both the disciples in this story of farewell and we, the readers of the Johannine farewell prayer of Jesus, participate by standing on the outside of this event. We stand outside overhearing Jesus at prayer. A privileged position when you think about it. This on the eve of his death. The theological themes that stand in the fore are Jesus speaking to God on behalf of the faith community. Secondly, we overhear the intimacy of the relationship Jesus has with his Father. Thirdly, we are given a glimpse of life with God that transforms conventional limits and expectations. We are invited to contemplate the eschatological possibility, that is, the future, of life with God. The prayer points us to a future in which God's governance and care is complete. May it be so for our Christian life for the remainder of this year.